Hello YouTube, today I'm going to bring you my Evol Deck Profile 2.0. I've made a few changes, so I'm going to show you guys what I've done and explain my reasoning to you. We're going to start off with 3 Ceratos. Same as before, when he's special summoned by the effect of an Evo tile, he becomes 2100 attack, and when he destroys a monster by battle, you can search out an Evo tile and add it to your hand. Next, 2 Diplos. When he's special summoned by an Evo tile, you target one spell or trap your opponent controls and destroy that target. Next, 2 Volcano. When this card is special summoned by the effect of an Evo tile monster, you can target one Evolsaur in your graveyard and special summon that target. It cannot declare an attack. Next, 3 Westlows. This is the MVP of the deck. If you're not running 3, then you need to. It's a flip effect monster. When you flip it, it special summons an Evolsaur from your deck. And then there's all kinds of loops you can do with chaining Compulse to it and Book of Moon, but I may go over those another time. 2 Najashos. This card goes exceptionally well with Evo Force. You set your Najasho, play Evo Force, tribute it, that way they can't effect Veiler it, and then you get 2 monsters. Next, 1 Gores, because it's Gores. Tragodia. I have never seen anybody play Tragodia in Evols, but it's a deck that is relatively slow, and so when you take the battle damage, you can special summon him. And 1 Effect Veiler, just because there's a lot of effect-heavy decks running around. Next we'll go to the spells. Your staples, Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm. Those 3 are in basically every deck. Next, Mind Control. Relatively simple to mind control your opponent's Thunder King or Stratos or whatever. Summon an Evolsaur and go for a Utopia or Photon Butterfly, whatever. 1 Book of Moon. There is the loop you can do with Westlow. Let's say they attack in your Westlow with a Thunder King. It doesn't get destroyed. Your turn, Book of Moon your Westlow, and then you can manually flip it and you're going to get its effect twice. Next up is 2 Forbidden Lances. The deck doesn't have any really big monsters, so this helps you get over monsters your opponent has that can be problems for you. Next is 2 MSTs. You need to run 2 because of so much back row. You need to clear the field before you start making your plays so you don't fall into a Torrential or a Mirror Force or something. Here you need your 3 Evo Force to tribute off your Najashos, or a Westlow if you've already used up its flip summon and you just need to get rid of it. Next is 3 Evo Diversities. It's your search card. It allows you to search out any Evolsaur or any Evo tile from your deck and add it to your hand. 1 Enemy Controller. You can set your Najasho, play Enemy Controller, tribute, take their monster, special summon an Evolsaur, and overlay for an XYZ monster. Next is the traps. 1 Mirror Force, 1 Solemn Judgment, and 2 Warnings. 2 Dimensional Prisons. This card is good again since Inzectors are not as played as they were before. 2 Compulses. Easily gets rid of XYZ and Synchro monsters. And 1 Magic Cylinder, just because it's an easy way to burn your opponent for damage. And next we'll go to the extra deck. 2 Evolsaur Logias. He's your Solemn Judgment with legs. He can negate any activation of a spell or trap or any summoning of a monster. Next is your Evolsaur Dalka. Anytime a monster effect activates, you can detach 1, negate the effect of that monster, and destroy that monster. Gemini Pearl. He's just a generic rank 4 beater. Get over things like Light Pulsar Dragon and Anything else is 2,500 Utopia. 1 Utopia, just because sometimes you need to make him to buy yourself a few turns so you can do something else. 1 Maystroke. He's one of the best rank 4s. He can change any attack position monster to face down defense, and he can save himself from being destroyed. Photon Butterfly. You can do a loop with him in Westlow. When you have a face down Westlow, you use his effect, flip him face up, get Westlow's effect. Shockmaster. Shockmaster can negate monster effects, spells, or traps. He does a lot of work. Zenmeister. There's a loop with Zenmeister similar to the one with the Photon Butterfly. Now for the rank 3s. Number 20, Giga Brilliant. He increases the attack power of all your monsters by 300. Leviathan Dragon. He's just a generic rank 3. Chronomaly Crystal Cryonaut. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can detach an XYZ material. He cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects, and any damage you would take from a battle involving him is damage taken by your opponent instead. Zenmains, good defensive card. And a special tech choice of mine, Dirac Velociraptor. When he is synchro summoned, he gains attack and defense equal to the attack and defense of monsters used for his synchro summon. If he attacks a face down monster, that monster is automatically destroyed without applying damage calculation. Next, I'm going to go to the side deck. 1 Fossil Dyna, 1 Kinetic Soldier, 2 Gemini Imps, 1 Thunder King, 1 Effect Veiler, 2 Maxis, 1 Nobleman, the 3rd MST, 1 System Down, and 1 Acid Rain because I don't have a second System Down. Two Gozen Match, and 1 Fiendish Chain. Now I'm going to talk to you about 2 cards that are commonly played in this deck that I do not play, and I'll give you my reasoning for them. First is Pot of Avarice that shuffles 5 monsters back into your deck and you draw 2 cards. In all my time playing Evols, I have only ever had 2 scenarios when I really needed this card and did not have it. Other than that, most of the time you can get through the game without using it, but it's just a personal preference of mine to not play it. And secondly is Pot of Duality. The deck is kind of slow, so I can see why people do run it, but I don't want my opponent knowing what I have in my hand. So if I show it to them and reveal what I'm taking to my hand, they can prepare for it without me having that added advantage of surprise. So I prefer to not play it. So that's my Evol deck 2.0. Rate, comment, subscribe. Leave your comments. Thank you guys. You guys all have a good day.